1-minute fitness challenges. Today we are going to do 5 1-minute fitness challenges. Plank bottle flip, figure 8 ball squats, balance challenge, jump rope, and sideways crab walk. Let's get started.
Hey guys! Alright, so this 1-minute challenge is a plank water bottle flipping challenge. I have a water bottle here that I'm going to use for the challenge. I poured out a little bit of the water, actually a lot of the water. I want it to be over halfway empty, just a little bit of water at the end so that when I flip it, it's the right weight, okay? I don't want it to be totally full or else it will have a hard time standing up. If you don't have a water bottle like this, you can use a plastic cup. Okay, so a plastic cup, what I would do is just hold it and flip it just like a water bottle. Oops, just like that. And you can count it if it stands upside or right side up like this or upside down. So it's kind of even a little bit easier because it can go both ways. And that just looks like this. Woohoo! Okay, so for this activity, you are going to be in a high plank, which is push-up position. And you're going to be holding up your body with one hand, just like this. Well, 2 hands to start, but 1 hand when you're flipping. And you're just going to flip your cup or your water bottle and try to get it to stand. Oh, you couldn't see that because it was out of the frame, but I got it. And just like this, I'm going to keep flipping for 1 minute, holding up my body. If you get tired, almost, you can go down on your knees for a second and take a break, okay? This would be a modified version of being in like a modified plank, which could be on your knees. But when you're doing a modified plank, you wanna make sure that you are holding up your body weight still. So you don't wanna put your knees, I call this tabletop pose, where my back is flat like a table. I don't wanna be in this pose, because I'm not really having to hold up my weight. I could just sit like this all day and flip the water bottle. But when I put my knees back here like this, now I'm having to hold up my body weight more, kind of like when we do a modified push-up, right? Okay, but if you can do this plank high up like this, that's the best, okay? And just take a quick knee break if you need it. All right, we're gonna see how many times we can get our water bottle or our cup to stand in 1 minute, all right? Okay, everybody, you got this. Here we go. All right, guys, so this 1-minute challenge is a figure 8 ball squat challenge. So what you're gonna need for this one is just a ball. It can be a large kind of playground ball like this. It could be a soccer ball, a basketball. It could be just a small ball around your house, a baseball, a tennis ball, anything that you can really roll. The bigger the ball, probably a little bit easier. If you wanna make it a little more challenging, you could use a smaller ball. Okay, and so what we're gonna do in this one is we're gonna spread our feet out a little bit, about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit further, and we're going to be doing a squat. So remember, I'll put this down for a second just so I can go over a squat. So when we're doing a squat, we wanna keep our upper body kind of as straight as we can. We're gonna squat down with our knees above our ankles. What we don't wanna do, and which is something that's common, a common mistake when people do squats, is that they'll put their knees over. I'm gonna go sideways so you can see this better. They'll stick their knees out like this, over their toes. But we want our knees to be over or aligned, kind of like in a line over our ankles. So that means we need to kind of stick our bottoms out a little bit. See, we don't wanna go forward like this. We wanna go out and down, and then look at your knees when you go down. And you can even go down lower, just like this, and look and make sure that your knees are over your ankles. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our ball and we're gonna do figure eights. You may have done this if you're a basketball player before. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our ball on the ground and we're going to roll it just like this, back around one foot, back in the middle, and around our other foot. So it makes an 8. Do it one more time. So it starts in the middle. I'll go back first, around one foot in the front, back through the middle to make that 8, and around this foot. Now, sometimes when you're doing this, if you've done this before, you might have just been crouching over, but we want to make sure, since this is a fitness challenge, that we're going to do it in a squat. So we're going to get real low in our squat position, and we're going to go just like this. And see how I'm staying really low in my squat. And since this is a 1 minute challenge, I'm gonna wanna go as quickly as possible. And I wanna have good control of the ball with little tiny taps around my foot, around my feet, and keep it going. 1 figure 8 will count as 1. So each time you go around both feet. So just like this, if I said ready, set, go, around one foot, around the other foot, that's 1. When we come back to the middle, I can start going again. 2, around this foot, 3, just like that. That's how we're gonna count. And we'll see how many we can do in 1 minute. If you lose control of your ball, just quickly grab it and get right back in. If you're getting real tired in that squat position and you need to stand up and get a quick shake, you can do that, and then get right back down when you're ready. All right, guys, here we go. You got this. All right, guys, so this 1 minute challenge is a balance challenge. So when we're working on balancing, we want to make sure that we are tightening our core muscles, so our abdominal muscles, our stomach muscles right here, keep them nice and tight. We want to keep our center of gravity in the center so that we're not leaning. If we're leaning to the side, it's going to help or kind of aid us in falling over, which we don't want to do. So we want to stay nice and straight, tighten our stomach muscles, and we're going to breathe slowly and deeply in through our nose and out through our mouth. While we're breathing, try to stay still. Okay, the balance pose that we're going to do for our 1 minute challenge is a tree pose. So a tree pose is when you're going to balance on one leg. You'll take your other leg and put it just like this, kind of up at your knee level. And then I'm going to take my hands and bring them together to kind of center me and help me with my balance. Okay, you might start to shake as you're doing this balance challenge because we're holding it for so long. If you need to touch down, that's okay, and come right back in and see how long, the less long you can hold it in the balance pose and the less amount of times that you touch the ground, the better. Okay, so we'll count the amount of times we touch the ground. All right, ready? Okay, 1 minute challenge starts now. Great job on that balance pose. I didn't have to touch the ground at all. How many times did you touch the ground? If you had to put your foot down to rebalance yourself, that's okay. Okay? The more you work on this, the easier it will be to balance. I don't know if you felt maybe like I did where I was a little bit wobbly, but I tried to really plant my standing foot into the ground and take that strength into my core muscles, which are my abs and my side muscles here, and even my back muscles, to help really center me and hold me still. All right, you guys, great job. Let's do our next challenge. All right, guys, so this 1 minute challenge is a 1 minute jump rope challenge. So for this challenge, you're just gonna need a jump rope. This is a jump rope that I just made out of rope that I bought at Home Depot. I just taped the ends. You can use any jump rope that you have. You could use a any kind of rope or something that you can make a jump rope out of at home. I've made a video before last year where I used my dog's leashes, anything that is long enough for you to jump rope with safely, okay? So for this challenge, all you're gonna do is jump rope for as many times as you can in 1 minute. If you don't have a jump rope, no problem. You can do an invisible jump rope challenge, okay? So for that, you would just pretend you're holding a jump rope and jump like you're jump roping, okay? And that would work just fine. If you mess up when you're jump roping with a real jump rope, that's okay. You just keep counting on after that. We're gonna see how many times we can jump in 1 minute. All right, you guys, here we go. Hey guys, okay, so this 1 minute challenge is a crab walk challenge. And a crab walk is a really good exercise, really kind of whole body exercise. You're using your abs, your stomach muscles, using your arms and your legs to hold your body up. It's very tiring. What we're going to do for this one is set up just a little kind of course, which is just 2 books, because we're going to actually do a side-to-side crab walk back and forth. So I have 1 book over there in that corner and another book over here in this corner. And I did about, let's see, 1, 2, 3 steps away from each other. So it's not too close, but you'll see when you start doing the crab walk how tiring it is to keep going for 1 minute. If at any time you feel like you need to stop and take a break, sit down for a second and then get back up as quickly as you can. But for the 1 minute challenge, the object is for you to do as many times as you can. So we're going to count it like this. From one book to the other book is 1 lap. So then from that book to that book back would be 2, and so on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Okay? All right. Let's see how we do. Here we go. Tiring. Oh man, great job on that one, guys. I don't know about you, but I felt that in my abs. I really felt it in my triceps, which are your muscles right here in your upper arm on the back. Really great tricep workout, and if you can tell, I'm out of breath, which means I got some cardio exercise too. My heart's pumping really fast. That was a lot of hard work. All right, I completed 9 laps. How many did you do? Great work, guys.
We did it! We completed all 5 fitness challenges. We had challenges that increased our heart rates, strengthened our muscles, and worked on our balance and flexibility. Exercises like these can help us to build our strength and endurance. You can come back to this video anytime and redo these challenges. Challenge yourself to beat your scores. Keep working hard, and I'll see you next time.